Hello and welcome to another Reformer to the Mat session. We are starting standing today and we've got no bands. If you do want to add a band in to add a bit more resistance, then feel free, but I'm working with no bands today just to show you that the exercises can be done with that. But yes, grab them wherever you want. My hair's molting. It's a good start, isn't it? Okay, so let's start with our feet in a tiny V position. Your V should be about cheekbones apart. So not a big wide V, but just about cheekbones apart. Arms down by your side, and we're just going to take some shoulder rolls here. Breathing in, feeling the space, feel in through our rib cage, and as you exhale, feel the deflation and the magnets draw together in your center as you bring that core engagement involved. So we are doing a lot of kneeling today, so just make sure that you are nice and warm, especially in the wrists. Anyone that suffers with that discomfort in their wrists, I want you to either try and go on your forearms or pad out your mats a little bit. That'll give you options as we go through. Last one for me, and then just allow them shoulders to rest down, glide them down your back. Spread them toes, and let's just start by lifting up into that ball, lifting up, rise to the balls of your feet and lowering back down. Nice and slow, just finding that balance as you lift and slowly control that lower for me. I quite like my hands on my hips, but you position your hands wherever you are comfortable. This is a relaxed position, but I quite like it here. Good, just as long as them shoulders are staying away from your ears. Good, lifting up for me, rising. We're going to do a couple more here for me. Lift, exhaling, lowering. Brilliant, 2 more for me. Last one, you're going to stay up there. Keep growing taller as if a piece of string is lifting you up. Now, as you lower down, I want you to now start giving me a little bend in the knees and then rising up, either just an extension or you can add in that lift as well, your choice. But lowering the knees, bending the knees out to the side as you lower and then rising up. So with these knees, you should keep the ankle and knees in line. Your knees aren't going any further than the ankle is turning out. Hopefully that makes sense. In my head it does, which is never a good way to think because not many things do make sense, but here we are. Lifting up for me and bending in. We're going to do one more. Lift nice and tall. Now as you lower, we're just going to take a few here, little bends. I'm now going to bring my arms into this Cossack position and just bending and just driving up, pulling my inner thighs together as I extend my legs. You've got for 3. Lift, 2 more for me. Last one, you're going to hold down there, little pulses up and down for me. Controlled movement, still connecting them heels together for 3. Final 2. Last one for me, lifting up, rise to the balls of your feet as you extend them arms. From here, spin your ankles in line with your toes and then lower down. So you're now in a parallel position. From here, we're going to start alternating, lifting and lowering one heel at a time. So it's a little bit like your tendon stretch, lifting one heel and then alternating. This is the motion. The flared leggings are covering my feet, but hopefully this hand gesture, you get the gist. For 3, 2 more. Final one for me. Let's start lifting both heels up and lowering both heels at a time. If you can try and keep a slight lift so your heels are not lowering all the way down, that's just going to intensify the movement a little bit for you. Good. And in sending them arms if you want that little bit of a challenge. And lower. 3 more for me. Lift. 2 more. Final one, stay up there, lift, 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 lift. Good, now let's lower down as the arms swoop down, lifting up, rise. And again, lowering down into them heels, sitting the bum back into that squat. And again, for me, I'm gonna come to the side so you can just see the position I want you to be in. 3 more. Rise. Final 2. Rise, I'm gonna move back, Last one for me. Lift up nice and tall. Hold, hold, hold. Little lifts up and down with them heels for 5, 4, 3, final 2. Last one. Lower them heels. And let's take it into a dive out them hips as you walk. Place them hands down. From here, you're going to monkey walk them hands all the way out as you come into this elephant position. Now, from here, you're just going to lift and lower one heel. So we're just almost like pedaling the feet again. Now, whilst you're in this position, this isn't a down dog, okay? Your elephant in Pilates, you have a slight tuck of your tailbone. So you've got that stretch, that opening in that lower part of your spine. And you're scooping up from your center. So you've got that engagement on. 2 more for me, and then we're going to start lifting both heels up and lowering both heels. So it's just as if your hips are picking up. You're not rolling into them arms, shoulders, feeling any more tension on in that upper body. 2 more for me. Final one, holding the heels up. You are going to ripple the body forward as you come into that long line for me. Length. From here, you're now going to scoop back up from your center, tuck that tailbone under, and then lower them heels back down. Continue with that movement for me, scooping up from your center, rippling the body until you find your long line. And again for me, scooping up, lift, and lowering them heels. Good. 2 more for me, lifting, scooping from your center. Lengthen your body and then return. Final one for me, back into that elephant position. Lifting up all the way, holding your flat line for me. Let's just rock forward and backwards. Really nice. Control. 2 more. From here, you're going to hover that right leg just away from the floor and rock forward and backwards for 2. Final one, popping that foot down, lifting that left leg and repeating on the other side. For 2, last one, lower that foot, scoop from that center for a final time until you're back into that elephant position. From here, you are going to extend that right leg away, not too high, but you're just going to lift it up for me. As you do that, I want you to lift up your left heel and then just lower it back down in the floor. So it's just lifting up and down. Mirroring the elephant position, but just challenging by extending one leg away. For 2, final one for me. Lift, pop that right foot down, lifting that second left leg up and just rocking up and down on that right heel for me. For 3, 2, last one. Lower that foot, ripple for a final time for me as you lower them knees down. Sit into your shell stretch. So not your child's pose, an active Pilates pose where you're curling over, activating them abdominals and hovering from them heels. Brilliant. Now you can sit back and just give them wrists a little bit of shake. Little circle, everything's little, and I don't know what this little thing is I keep doing, but clearly it's here to stay, so just go with it. From here, coming back up into that 4-point kneeling position for me, retracting the shoulders as we reset that body. From here, we are going to start extending your left leg. Forgot what leg I was doing. So from here, you're going to extend that left leg away and then just pull back into the center, back in line. Now, what I want you to be aware of is that right knee hasn't decided, I'm going to make it easier for myself, and start putting itself into the center of your body, giving yourself, making it easier for you. You want to feel the imbalance. The challenge is you try and stay as centered as possible. So if you put that right knee in the center, you're making it a lot easier for yourself. Now from here, you can start keeping up that left leg for me, reaching it away and then just hovering it back in. Pushing away and then folding back in. Now I want you to imagine you're pushing against the foot bar. So that left foot is nice and flexed and you're almost pushing the heel of your foot into that foot bar. 2 more. Final one for me. Reach that leg away. Take that right arm away if you can. Now continue with that leg pushing out. For 4. For 3. Heel is driving back. You can feel the activation. For 2. Final one. Hold the leg there. Lower the arm and then bring that leg in. Wrists, little adjust if you need to, but we're going to take that left leg out to the side as if we're opening up like a clam. You're going to turn your toes out and now you're going to continue that movement. But you're imagining you're pushing the foot bar, but your toes are running along the side of it. In and out for me for 3. So you can feel the glute really activate now for 2. Final one for me, reach, bring it back in, closing that cat clam, easing off them wrists for a quick second before driving back up. Extending that leg away and placing it down onto the floor. From here, you're going to start bringing that right leg into your center as you lift up your hips. Lowering it back down for me and then lift that left leg. And again, lift, lowering down, lift that left leg. Last one for me. Hold that right leg into you. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, final one for me. With that left leg, you're going to swoop it through to the inside of you, curling the toes under of that right leg as you now come into this lunge position. From here, you're going to lift the chest and extend them arms away with this long lever. On your exhale, I want you to bring that right leg in as the arms come in towards you. Stepping that right leg away and continue with this movement for me. Reaching away. If the arms are too much, keep them by your side and just work with the leg extending out and in for me. You've got for 5. For 4. In. 3 more. Last 2. Final one. Hold. Breathe. Find your length. Keep the ribs and hips in line. Breathe for 4. Lowering the arms. For 3. Down you go. Just the arms moving here. 2 more. Final one for me. Arms extend, hold. You're going to bring them hands back down into your mat, bringing that left leg away back into this position for me. From here, you're going to turn to the side as you come into this position. From here, you're going to push that leg away again as if you're pushing into that foot bar, driving the leg out to the side. For 5. With this movement, you have to sort of envision that something is heavier than what it is. It's very easy to go through the motions sometimes, but use your imagination. Imagine you're pushing your bar. 2 more. Hold. Turn the toes up now and continue with that movement, but we're working with an external rotator here. For 3. Quite hard. 2 more. Last one, turning back in, lower that leg down for me, giving me a big stretch over here and then coming up for me. Breathe, and again, let's lower down. Big stretch over as if you give me a nice side bend, lifting up for me, coming back up into this position. 3 more, over you go, lifting from that center up and driving up. Last 2. Over you go, lift and up, taking it up a level for me. Now we're going to lift up through that center. If you can, I want you to bring that right leg in, lowering it down and lifting up. 3 more for me. If you cannot, then you stay with that leg lowered down and lift. Final 2. Over you go. It's a big breath, wasn't it? Last one for me. Holding up there, if you can, just bring that right leg in and out. For 3. For 2. Last one. Hold. hold, tuck that leg behind and breathe for 4, 3. If you need to lower it, you can for 2. Last one for me, and resting down. Really nice, giving me a side bend over, stretch here for me. You can bring in that other arm if you want to intensify it before coming over and giving me a lovely mermaid over the other side. Breathe. Taking that left hand by your head for me now. You're going to turn in, turning back. And again, in. And back. Last one for me, turning in, hands come down, and you're just going to turn the head to face forward, so you're in a twist. Lowering down that chest for me, lifting up, giving me an extension through that spine, drawing back from that center before lowering back down into the mat. 2 more, lift. Final one for me. Lifting up nice and tall, walk that right hand back in, melting over for a final time, and then over the other way. Now, before we go over to the other side and repeat it, I'm going to get you to come up into this hand again. If it's too much, come onto your forearm. Let's all go onto our forearm, give that hand a little rest. But here you're going to pick your hips up and we're going to do a little bit of a star movement. Extending that left leg for a final time, you are going to reach that left arm away. From here, I want you to go in a diagonal position. So let the leg go behind you and the left arm extend in the opposite direction. From here, I want you to just bring them back as if you're going to the other opposites of the room. And then forward again. So like I said, this can be performed on your forearm or on that hand, your choice. But we've got 3 here. This is your star. Pulling back for 2. Pull back. Last one for me. Hold, breathe. Back into that center for me. Hold, hold, hold. And resting there. Really nice. Coming over, giving me another stretch over the other side before we do the other way. It's fun, isn't it? The sweat dripping over my... It's kind of like Christina Aguilera there. It's a bit much, wasn't it? Grab a drink if you need it. Don't know where mine is, but we're going to just go for it without it. Coming in, let's give them wrists a little bit of a shake for me. Shake. You know what I mean? Don't know what this accent is. I keep doing. It's really off-putting, actually. Anywho, even out my mat again. Reaching through, sitting here. You're going to lift up the arms for me. Big inhale. Exhale, rolling the spine and coming into that 4-point kneeling position for me. From here, you're going to now extend that right leg away and then bring it back in. Going to demonstrate how you can do this on the forearms if you need to, and just tapping it in. Trying to keep as centered as possible. Some will find this easier than others, but just make sure that that left leg hasn't decided it wants to put itself into the center of you. 2 more for me. In. Last one. Maybe I should have got that water. Let's start lifting up the leg, bending in and then extending away. Bending in and then extending away. Remember, we're working on a flexed foot and we're imagining we're pushing into that bar. Don't know what I was doing there, but we're pushing into the bar like this. I just looked in the mirror and I was like, wait, what am I doing? That doesn't look right. 3 more for me. Push into that bar, reach. Final 2. Last one. Bringing that knee in, opening out into that clam, and now push and extend that leg out. So the foot is running along your foot bar now. Imagine that. The knee is turning out. So we're working an external rotator for 2. Last one for me. Reach, turning that foot back in, coming in, reset. Let's extend the left arm now as that right leg reaches long, and just repeat that pushing out again. Pushing into that bar for 4, 3, 2 more. Last one for me. Reach, lower the leg down. Now from here, lift that left leg in towards the chest as you push away. Lowering down. My hair is everywhere. And again, lift and lower. Bringing that leg in, push, lowering, lift. 2 more for me. Pushing that bar, lift, lower. Last one, lift, hold, scoop, 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 scoop. As you bring that leg all the way through for me now, coming up into your long lever with the arms extended. From here, you're going to start bringing in that left leg, reaching away, and then back in you come. We're going to do for 5. Exhale in. Nice and low so you can feel the activation on in that right glute for me. 3 more. 2 more. Final one, we are going to stay out there for me. Keep that long lever and just lift and lower them arms for me and focus on that breath for 3, 2, final one for me. Hold. From here, lower the hands down. Bring that right leg away as you come back into this position. From here, you are going to turn to face me, I hope, and come onto your side. Continuing with that pushing against the bar, you're going to bring that right knee in and then drive it away. Again, get that mind to body connection. Visualize that bar that you're pushing against. It's going to help make something feel heavier. You have to think about these movements. For 3, 2 more. Final one, reach away, turn the toes up, and then just pushing against that bar for me. Remember, coming onto the forearm is an option, as I know these wrists can get really sore. 3 more for me, push. 2 more. Last one, reach, turning the toes down for me, keeping that leg extended. Arm reaches up, let's lift up for me, and then going back down, giving me a really nice side bend here, creating a big C shape underneath that waist, and then lifting back up into that long lever. Long lever, everything's long lever. Why does it when I come on this camera, my mind just goes. 3 more. Also, everything's 3 today, if you haven't gathered. We have got 2. Lift. Final one, and we're going to start taking it up a level, okay? So coming over, see if you can start lifting up that left leg, lowering it with control, and then coming back up. Remember, the other option is there should you wish to stay at it. Lift, lowering, up. We're going to do 2 more in this position. Lifting up, lowering. This side's definitely more challenging. Holding over there this time. Can you just lift and lower that inside leg to meet the other leg? For 3, 2, 1. Hold. Can you take it behind that right leg, holding that lifted position? For 4, 3, 2, last one for me, and lowering down with control, coming over into that mermaid stretch for me, making sure that that right hip is staying glued down, and then just lifting over to the other side. Coming back over to this side, you're going to take that right hand by your head for me, turning under, spinning under, and then inhaling as you turn back this way. And again, exhaling, spinning under. Inhale, turning back. 2 more. Keep gluing that right hip down so you're really feeling that twist in your center as you exhale. Holding that one there, you're going to turn and place that right hand down as you just even out your hands. Lifting the chest into a spine extension for me. That right hip will lift a little bit. You're going to lower the chest down to the floor for me as much as you can, and then just lift back up into that extension, trying to draw the shoulders down and tightening up that belt just before lowering down to the mat again, and then lifting back up for that stretch. Walk that left hand back into the center for me. Find your mermaid position again for a final time, and then lifting up for me. Brilliant. Coming into your last little exercise, you are going to come into that forearm as we go into your star. Extending your right leg to one corner of the room and the left leg goes in the opposite direction. You will then find, keeping that length, you're going to now bring them into the other opposite sides of the room. And again, over you go. Imagine I'm pulling you from one side of the room to the other, and keeping that length as you go to the other corners for me. Staying lifted through that center and away from your shoulder so we don't have any pain or discomfort there. The movement is slow, controlled, and you're just trying to create as much length as possible in that body. Final one for me, going back before finding that center again, lowering that leg down for me, and then coming up for that final mermaid stretch, bringing in that opposite arm to just get a little bit more out of it. Fantastic. Bringing the legs through for me. We're going to extend them in front. Feet are flexed. Lift the arms up to the ceiling for me. Exhaling, I want you to lower the arms down. Rolling, rippling that body up for me. Taking that big inhale again for me. Lift. Spine stretched forward. So I want you to keep your arms by your ears. Do not drop the arms. Just find this length, reaching them forward before melting them down to the floor and rippling that body up for a final time for me. Lifting up through that center, folding forward into that spine stretch. Feet are flexed. From here, you're going to lower all the way down. So keep reaching your legs away from you as you tuck your tailbone under as slow as you can until you find the mat, and extend your arms back behind you in that full body stretch for me. Arms float down to the side of you. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together for me into this diamond position. A lot of you will know this by placing the ropes through the center after your legs in loops. But you're going to bring your hands either down by the side of you or just onto the body, and just take a few moments here, breathing in and out. Big deep breaths in, restoring your breath to its natural state. Final one for me. Exhaling. Extend their body away again. Final extension. And exhaling, curling up any way you feel comfortable in doing so. Before sitting taller, and give yourself a big round of applause. You have completed another Reformer on the Mat session. I look forward to seeing you again soon.